Globalization, is it purely beneficial? What are its negative effects? How much are we affected? And most importantly, what can we do? Good day everyone, and today this will all be discussed, so continue watching.
Globalization's negative impact can be reflected in our society and economy. Although it has its own benefits and advantages, we cannot ignore the negative effects it brings along with it. Globalization causes increased income inequality and substandard working conditions in developing countries that supply goods for wealthier nations. Therefore, it increases the gap between the developing nations and those who have more advanced economies, which in turn causes societal violence that could cause discrimination and wars if neglected.
Globalization also brings negative impacts to the environment, such as increased emissions, habitat destruction, illegal deforestation, overfishing in coastal areas, and decreased biodiversity. The impact of these causes destruction in our environment, as the increasing transport of goods and economic specialization offers convenience to the economy.
Exploitation of workers. Businesses usually turn to developing countries to develop, wherein cost of labor is cheaper, therefore making that country's economic growth stagnant. This also causes unequal economic growth because although the globalization's goal is to increase and progress the countries, the growth turns to be unequal since the richer countries benefit more than the developing nations.
Although globalization has been prominent since invented, it caused countless havocs along its way. It cannot be undone, but that does not mean that we cannot improve it. The treatment of workers can be improved, environmental degradation can be lessened, and the mental health issues among youth can be discussed. It is important to recognize that the economic transition to a global and digital economy caused by globalization is here to stay, but we could adapt to it.
We can prevent these effects by being more aware that this is happening and to not neglect it. This affects us more than we realize. First off, we can improve it by investing in renewable energy and packaging, as it causes less impact on the environment due to it being reusable. We could also shift goods production to become closer to the end customer, as it results in less transportation and emission and offers convenience to the industry.
The government could also invest in dislocated communities and lower the costs and barriers to trade. Local businesses should also be one of the key points that we should be improving, as it increases the economic growth and the attractiveness of the country. They could also provide better safety net measures and unemployment insurance to ensure that those who lose their job are not without hope.
Mental health issues among youth also have a negative impact, but we could always try to prevent it. It is one of the most sensitive topics as it has become increasingly prominent. Therefore, it is disturbing how it continues to be neglected. Universities could set up a support unit for its students, and schools can also provide seminars on how to battle mental health issues. Local community authorities could also provide seminars and meetings with the local inhabitants to make them aware as to how important mental health is.
And lastly, the government could try to improve its fiscal policy to promote strong and sustainable growth and reduce poverty. The authorities could also offer more job opportunities to the people by subsidizing private sector employers to hire unemployed or formerly low-income workers to work for them. The help this brings to the people goes a long way, as it reduces the burden of unemployment and poverty as well.
All in all, globalization's impact on society is not small, but it is not without hope. There are various ways to offset these negative impacts, and we hope you learned, understood, and listened. Thank you.